Hello again, traders. Right, I just thought I would create this DAX trade video because there are a couple of important points in it that probably get overlooked when making these videos, and the most important is that when you get the Frankfurt Open, which is this pink dotted line here, or purple, is personally I'm not trying to catch the big boys' moves, as it were. What I want to see is a push up, then a pullback. Everything agreed on the RSI dash for longs, or everything was green, in other words, here. And it's worth noting, in fact, that this is still good for longs, because I always take my lead from the higher time frames. Much the same as this looks great for shorts. Euro GBP, US tech still looks good for longs. So this is a 1 minute chart, and we can see this pullback here based on the UK Open is just that, a pullback. So you know, if you look at 5 minute, for example, sorry about that, that's from the previous trade, that was over here. Get rid of that. Look at the 5 minute, and you can see all you're doing is testing the 89 EMA, and if this turned green with strength, then I would be all over that. And likewise, I'd like to see the TMA slope green as well. So let's get rid of that thing there. So back to the DE trade, you can see clearly you do not want to be trading this short, because it wouldn't agree with any higher time frame. So as I always say, if I can't trade it short, I have to go long, and literally that is all I need to do. Time frame continuity, or getting the ducks in a row, go onto the 30-minute chart. You know, everything was right on this, and that's part of the reason for this video. Actually, H4 had closed green, so H1, and no surprises there when you look at the RSI dash. So the RSI dash is there as a quick tool to find possible trades like gold short, euro US dollar short. You know, DXY is showing a bit of green in there, that's the dollar index. But back to this particular trade, I think the most important point, and the reason I wanted to make this video, is that, you know, at the Frankfurt Open you get massive moves, same as the London Open, because that's when the big boys are making their bonuses. That's how I like to think of it. So when all your ducks are lined up, as it were, that's when you want to be looking for just a punch up, which is to be expected, or down, and then just wait patiently for the correct entry. So I checked all my time frames were aligned. I wanted to wait till the Frankfurt Open, because you know, these trades are like clockwork, as it were. So as I say, everything was lined up, every time frame had closed. Let's just do that properly. So H1 prior to the pink line had closed green. M30 agreed as well. Prior to the pink line we had a green close. That's the bar there before my entry. M15 again, prior to 7 AM green close, or on 7 AM green close. That was after my trade, the close after my trade. You know, so we could complicate matters if you like. Clear area of resistance over there, broken as well, with the pre-Frankfurt move. But I can't take this short. That's all there is to it. I cannot physically, because I'm a trend trader, take this short. You know, you can do the trend on the candles. I often do that little song, low, high, high, low, high, high. Had a nasty spike there. Again, we can prepare ourselves for these sort of happenings. So what do I need then to do? And again, this is another reason for this video. Once I've decided which direction I want to go, I've got to decide where I'm going to have problems. And that's what that line is, and that's why I want to explain that. So on my daily chart now, I want to see where we are in relation to the other time frames. And you may now notice that that green line agrees with that flip point there, the close and open. Okay, so all I did was, I'll get rid of it, I'm lucky because I have a proprietary script that I paid for to jump on that level there. So once I've got that, other trading platforms you can get those, they work automatically, but MT4's old, so you have to get everything done for you. Now the other, and what I want to do is I know then that down here I'm trading into a supply and demand area, and that was my initial target, but it didn't meet my requirements for pippage in terms of my what I wanted to make in real cash, so I moved my target up. You can clearly see we've got the R1 up there. That is like a magnet to price as well. And the other thing, now back to the daily, so you can see I went for the flip zone, and this is where these charts, I've talked about this in the past on previous videos. Now I've got my high of that daily bar there, and I can go back to the 5-minute chart, and as I was about to say, yeah, you can see you've got areas, you know, from the flip zone, the battleground if you like, to the high of the wick, and look where the high of the wick is. Plenty of room, and look where price hit. Plenty of room for my little 80 point or 8 pip trade. So that's why I made this video, because it's all about the levels. You know, flip zone is the area, the battleground, and you can see, look how it price tested, finally gave way, and down price went again. And look how the extreme, and no surprises, R1, excuse me, R1 is up there. So we've got everything about this trade now. How I assessed it, looking at the RSI dash, flipped to the chart, could see we were in a massive uptrend, no way I wanted to go short. Then I want to look for targets. Well, the daily chart gives me that flip zone I talked about, and then the extreme gives me a safe area to expect price to go to. I don't want to trade to the extremes, although perhaps if I was being bolder then I could trade a few pips below, but R1 I knew would cause a problem with price, and potentially that flip zone too. So there you go guys, early morning trade, that's me done. That's why I'm really relaxed and not worried about what's going on, although having said that, I could perhaps jump in and see whether we can get a further movement. But what's important also is to remember is that this has been a long time in happening, this uptrend. It's hit daily highs, it's hit you know, the flip zone. The flip zone has not held, so this could now create a 1, 2, 3 lower high, perhaps pop up here and then crash. But again, I'm not into trading catching falling knives or trading tops and bottoms. I'm trading continuations. So hopefully that has had a few little eureka and light bulb moments. This looks terrible now for longs, you know. So as we move up the time frames, it still ain't looking good. You know, that's where I want to be entering, not after the high and possibly getting back in into feeble movements now. So time to study charts, set alerts, and see whether I can get another strategy trade. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday and weekend for that matter.